Sorry.
That was my fault.
Yeah, because it went to recording.
Yeah.
Okay, that was into a new dimension. Again, this is mirror, mirror. Next one is monarch, mirror. Next is rage against the storm. And the last one in this category is called wild horse flyover. And again, once you've voted on that one, the red warning should go away, which means you're good for that category. And we're going to go to the next category. Third out of 4. This one is another beginner / intermediate. There's only 2 entries in this one, but kept them in these categories. And this is monochrome, beginner, intermediate, monochrome. And the first one is called Heaven's Gate. Heaven's Gate. And the next one is called Superior Storm. And if all went well, the red warning went off. And now we'll be down to, and by the way, if anybody's having any issues, send something on the chat. So I think either Michael or Bruce monitors that, and just let us know, you know, going too fast or if there's some glitch you see, let us know. So the last category is, again, monochrome, and this is the advanced category. And this one is called Portals to Knowledge. Next one is Rainy Days and Mondays. Wasn't that a song? Next one is River Intruders. And this one is titled Sea of White. And our last one of the evening is entitled Yosemite Valley. And on the voting form, you can just ignore everything below it. Those are for print categories. We obviously aren't doing print yet. And scroll, for those of you again that haven't done this, scroll all the way to the bottom. You'll see a button that says submit. Go ahead, hit submit. That automatically sends the scores in. If for some reason that didn't work, it means you may have forgotten to vote on one of the items. So now what we'll do is we're going to go through these again. I don't know if this is a good one to look at because this is not my normal monitor, so this is not calibrated.
I already have my scores.
She already has their scores.
Oh, she does. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I already have my
All right.
scores.
So
All right.
what I'll do is, because I need this one to roll up the member score.
Gotcha. Okay. So
You can
folks,
keep it
what
your
we're going to
way.
do, I don't need to look. What we're going to do is run through these again. And Kory's going to, the mic's up in here
Okay.
for whatever. So Kory now will go through critique score. And again, when she's done with the same images you just saw, Michael will announce the scores and we'll close out. So beginner and intermediate category of digital color. The first one was emergence.
This one I gave an 8. These turtles lined up perfectly. I would crop off maybe 2 inches or so from the top. I would go to the top of that top branch there. Can you run your mouse and put it?
Oh, yeah.
Will that work?
Since you're, can do that. Yeah.
That way I don't.
Yeah.
They can like right up. That is not a great mouse. Right around there. I would crop that. And I would also take down the shiny spot on this first turtle. This mouse is not good.
Okay.
I can't, maybe can I use this? Oh, I could use this. This hot spot here, this hot spot here. Okay, we can roll to the next one.
Yeah, you could use that. Lakefront property.
This one is a 7. I do enjoy an old building for sure. But I feel like we lost a little bit of detail in the roof here where the shingles have, if we just pulled down our f-stop just a little bit and maybe get a little bit more detail in here.
Okay. Spring runoff.
Oh, spring 6. I gave this one a 6. The water here is just a little bit blown out here. I do enjoy the f-stop that you use. This is a really beautiful capture on the water. And also the framing is nice. I really like the framing.
And Upper Falls.
This one is also a 6. This is a beautiful, I love when the rainbows come out over here. I would get rid of this tree here. This just pulls your eye down and leaves the frame here. And maybe just burn this down just a smidge in here so that you're not stuck here looking at just this little white part of the tree.
Okay, then.
It's hard because I'm using this and not your mouse.
No, that's okay. Shouldn't. There we go.
There.
All right. So now we're in advanced again. Color. This is Abandoned by Moonlight.
I gave this a 9. This is beautiful. I love this. We've just lost a little tiny bit of detail down in here because it's just so dark. So maybe if we just crop that out, it wouldn't be as distracting. This is really beautiful. I want to find that cave.
Well, it's in Bandon, Oregon. We know that.
I kind of guessed. Yeah.
So,
Go ahead.
Jim, Birds of a Feather.
This is an 8. I'm not sure what kind of birds these are.
Habitats, I think,
These are?
I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they are. I do love these birds though, but I would have just waited for this guy to pick his head up just a little bit so you
Mhm.
could see the rest of his beak right there.
Mhm. This is Blue Rain.
Beautiful. I do love, Blue Rain is a perfect title. I would have just maybe just sharpened this up a little bit, maybe just made your shutter speed just a little bit faster. Oh, sorry. 7.
And this is Emerald Dream.
This is, I'm glad Michael brought this up, that the cropping was wrong on the other one, because I did change my score on this. This is a 9. This is really beautiful. Before, when I thought the grasses were cut, I thought we had to either exclude them or include them, but yeah, really, I like this.
Entrance to the shrine.
This is a 7. I would, this area here is completely blown out here and pulling your eye away. These are a little bit hot. So maybe if you couldn't fix that, maybe just crop it out. But I do really enjoy this. I like how it's crooked and makes you a little bit seasick.
Okay, Falls at Sunset.
I gave this an 8. I really enjoy this. I wish there was just a little bit more detail in the water, which is hard to do when you're making it that creamy. And I think that's just preference, but I gave it an 8.
And we have Flowing Stream.
I love these flowers. I wish they were facing toward us. I did give this a 7. We can't obviously turn the flowers. I would have stacked this. I would have done the flowers as one image and the rock and the water as one image and stacked them later.
Okay, Geese on the 4th. Yeah, there we go.
It's coming.
So
These fireworks are captured great. I do love this. This I gave a 7 also. If we're going to title it Geese, we're going to want to see those a little bit better. And this dark line down the middle is pulling my eye right out of the frame and just keeping me right in the center. I'm not following up to the firework or following these geese.
okay, this is Golden Creek.
I gave this one a 7. This is a beautiful area for sure. Maybe just these little hot spots here could be toned down just a little bit, and maybe just a bump in saturation on this.
We have Into a New Dimension.
I gave this an 8. This is a great title, great subject. Maybe just stack in some stars back here in the dark, so it's just not such a black hole for your eye to get trapped.
This is Mirror, Mirror.
This I gave a 10. I like this one a lot. I don't have a lot to give you on this one. This area might be just a tiny bit blown, but that's my only possible option to help fix that.
Then this is Monarch, Mirror.
This I gave an 8. I enjoy this. I think you did the water well, the sky well, everything. The only thing that's distracting is this horizon line is right directly in the middle. So we might pull down some more, get rid of some of this sky, pull this down a little bit and get rid of this bright white line.
Rage Against the Machine. I mean, the storm.
Machine would be a good one too.
Yeah. Well, that's true. Yeah, there's a
It would-
machine. I didn't
yeah.
realize that.
It would be a good one too. I give this a 9. I love these clouds.
Mhm.
Actually, I love a lot about this, but I would tone down these or get rid of these buildings here.
And the last one in this category is Wild Horse Flyover.
This was really hard not to give a 10. I love this. I gave it a 9. My comment is that this area is just a smidge too bright. Just burn that down. And this one, this line here. I love that. I wish that were mine.
And Michael, I'd forgotten to ask if you
We
need.
didn't have eyes on the other ones. I just had to check.
Oh.
Can I just take a
Yeah.
quick look? Sorry about that.
Okay.
Let's see.
Folks at home, we're just checking to see if there's ties, if we need to.
Nope, you already broke the tie right there.
Kory
Okay.
relooked.
Yep.
Okay,
All right,
So-
that's what I meant to do.
now we're going to go to the third category.
Are you guys-
Only 2 in this, beginner intermediate monochrome. First one is Heaven's Gate.
This I gave a 7. I think this would also be really cool as a stacked image so that these are a little bit more controlled and maybe just see a little bit of detail in these. But I do love this front image. This is really pretty.
And the other one is Superior Storm.
And this I gave a 9. I don't have a lot of feedback on that one either. Just this wave right here is just a little bit too bright. This is really pretty.
And the last category is Advanced Monochrome. And the first image was Portals to Knowledge.
This I gave a 10. I do enjoy this a lot. I'm really glad that you didn't cut off public down here, because that's really close to the frame. But I would take out these lights in these windows here. I love this guy.
Okay, Rainy Days and Mondays. Always get me down.
This I wanted to give a 10 as well. I gave this a 9. I think that this bird right in here just doesn't have any detail. This might be blown here. We might be able to pull that back later. And I would get rid of this branch, because that just sends you on down and out.
River Intruders.
This is cute. I give this an 8. This is good timing for sure. But I'm assuming that the sheep are maybe the intruders and they're not in focus. So the title of the image should have the focus, but the duck is cute.
We have Sea of White.
This is beautiful. It's hard to do these for sure. This is a 9. I would crop off this dark part of the sky. You don't really need that part since it's not white. It's not telling any story here. And clone out these grasses because they feel like dust spots when you originally look at it.
Okay, and the last image is Yosemite Valley.
This is really, I really like this as a black and white. I'm glad it's a black and white. I give this an 8. I would just like to see maybe just a little bit more, detail up in through this water here, through this rock. Maybe if you just pulled that down, pulled the highlights down a little bit, that would come back. Nice job.
Okay, I'm going to stop sharing. And Michael will have the results here.
give me about here. What I'll do is I'll go through. I do have the all the awards for the member votes. I've got all those tabulated, and then I'm going to go through and make sure that I coordinate those with what we got here from Kory's the judge awards. So what we have here is let's see. As far as the beginner intermediate digital color, first place was Upper Falls by David Jenny. Second place was Emergence by David Jenny. Third place, Spring Runoff, Gary Hubble. And honorable mention was Lakefront Property, Gary Hubble. So great images there in that first category. Okay, here, Advanced Digital Color. First place, Into a New Dimension, was Dave Purcell. Second place was Mirror Mirror, Carino Zaragoza. Third place was Abandoned by Moonlight, Chuck Rasco. And honorable mention was Monarch Mirror, also Chuck Rasco. Beginner Intermediate Monochrome. First place was Superior Storm, David Jenny. And second place was Heaven's Gate, Jeff Scott. And then, let's see here, the Advanced Digital Monochrome, we had first place was Portals to Knowledge, that was Dave Purcell. Second place was Rainy Days and Mondays, Carino Zaragoza. And third place was Sea of White, Dave Purcell. So now let me go through and make sure I got these are the judges awards. And then we just go, again, it's just one award for each category. And it looks like on beginner intermediate digital color, it was Emergence. And again, that was, should remember that, David Jenny. And then for advanced digital color, we had Mirror Mirror, and that was Carino Zaragoza. And on the beginner intermediate monochrome, Superior Storm, and that again was David Jenny. And on advanced digital monochrome, we had the winner was Portals to Knowledge, and that was Dave Purcell, who also had the first place on the member votes. I think that covered them all, so great.
Do you want me to run through?
Yeah. We had a little bit smaller sampling tonight, so yeah, we have plenty of time to go through, and we've done this in the past, but where Paul will go through each image, and then we can identify or show the name of the photographer with each image in that. So let's go ahead and do that.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so what we're gonna, and hey, Michael, I do need my list back. I didn't realize that was the only one.
This one?
No, just
Oh,
the
this-
names.
I don't know.
Just the
this,
names.
yeah.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Okay, so folks, what we're gonna do, I just ripped through these very fast. I just tell you who the photographer was, and I don't know why it's not going full screen here.
Maybe to unmute too.
He did.
I am unmuted.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, yes,
Okay.
I am muted, that's right.
All right, so Emergence was David Jenny. Lakefront Property was Gary Hubble. Spring Runoff was Gary Hubble. And Upper Falls is David Jenny. And in the next category here, Abandoned by Moonlight, Chuck Rasco. Birds of a Feather, Carino Zaragoza. Blue Rain, Jim Stambaugh. Emerald Dream, Peter Rondinoni. Entrance to the Shrine, Charles Lehman. Falls at Sunset, Michael Rhino. Flowing Stream, Michael Rhino. Geese on the 4th, Jim Stambaugh. Golden Creek, Elaine Graves. Into a New Dimension, Dave Purcell. Mirror, Mirror, Carino Zaragoza. Monarch Mirror, Chuck Rasco. Rage Against the Storm, Charles Lehman. And Wild Horse Flyover, Peter Rondinoni. And in the monograms, well, I mean, we did say who these are, but we'll go through. Heaven's Gate was Jeff Scott, and Superior Storm is David Jennings. And the last category here, Advanced Monochrome. So Portals to Knowledge was Dave Purcell. Rainy Days and Mondays was Carino Zaragoza. River Intruders was Peter Rondinoni. Sea of White, Dave Purcell. And Yosemite Valley, Michael Rhino. And there we go.
Okay, great. And thank you, Paul, for again, and I apologize, everybody. We kind of went through, we had a couple glitches there, just technological issues here in the Civic Center and that, just getting everything coordinated. But thanks, Bruce, for getting everything together with that. And also thank you very much, Kory, for the great comments, great critiques. I know these things are always real valuable to me, just to hear, again, some of the comments, not just on my own, but also on the other images in that. So great, thank you. Thanks again for doing that. And also,
Where's Kory.com? Down photography, actually.
so they'll have,
Can you type that in?
they'll have, sorry. I'll type it in, I'm sorry. What was that?
Where's Kory.photography?
Where,
Kory,
S?
S, Kory. Yeah.
I think we got that there. I didn't put the WW in front of it, but
I see.
okay, figured that out. But again, thank you everybody for great images tonight. Again, all the way through from the beginner intermediate, had some great photos again this week. Not as many entries, but we'll get some more of those ones here for the next couple of competitions that we have coming up. And all the way obviously through the advanced category. There's so many great images throughout the night. So it looks like actually we're done a little bit early tonight. So we give everybody an hour back of their evening. And again, thanks again for everybody showing up. And then again, I just want to remind everybody that the next meeting that we have, the scavenger hunt, we'll be getting some information out on that shortly here in the next couple of days. And get your cameras ready for that. I guess it's about a 4-day period from July 21st to July 25th to go capture the images that will be on the list for the scavenger hunt. So.
And then the competition judging.
Okay. Oh, that's right. That's right. I did mean to bring that up.
We'll do a Zoom meeting. We'll have the rooms here.
Okay. So it won't be in person here, but we will have one of like the way that we've done these throughout the.
When we send out the application for the notice, we'll have the link for the Zoom meeting.
Okay. Yeah. So what Bruce was saying is that July 28th, not here in person, but online Zoom meeting, that will be the judging and the reviewing of the images from the scavenger hunt. So again, we don't have the room here that night, so we'll do that just via Zoom. So once again, thank you everybody for another great hybrid meeting. Well, again, we're still kind of working on some of the details, but we'll get it to where hopefully the sound works for everybody who's not just here in person, but also online. So thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Uh-huh.